София. ЦСКА успя да вземе аванс с 1-0, а в гостуването завърши 1-1 в матч, който стана известен с култова фраза от Любослав Пенев, тогавашният треньор, за кривия терен. Но Дери Сити е тим, който вече се е изправил срещу български тим и преди ЦСКА. Отборът играе срещу Локомотив София през 1995 година и тогава постига първата историческа победа на ирландски клуб срещу български такъв. Всъщност отбор, който се намира в Северна Ирландия, но пък играе в Лигата на Република Ирландия. За това и още други интересни факти предлагам да се запознаем в следващото видео за Дери Сити. Това е.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Paul, can you hear me? Aye. Can you hear me now? Of course I can't. I'm not going to be able to hear Paul. Can he hear this? Can he hear us? Can you hear us? He can't hear us, no, not a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just being told that finally you can hear us here at the Levski Stadium, here in the National Stadium in Sofia. Brilliant, thank God. We had issues with the Bulgarian production team, but now hopefully we are up and running, and we are going to be taking you through the second half. We can only apologise from our side of things on what has happened here tonight. But if you are just joining us here on the coverage, Derry City trailing by 2-1. Either side of Liam Boyce's equaliser. Pitas scored unmarked from a corner kick in the 19th minute, whilst on the 42nd minute, Jordeo scored from outside the box. It was rolled back by Sensi. Jordeo just thumped it. So that's the update with what's happened so far. So the scoreline is CSKA Sofia 2, Derry City 1. Derry City are going to get us underway now, as Olyenka stands over the ball and playing in midfield tonight for Derry City. So Olyenka gets us underway, plays it all the way back to Brian Marr, who's wearing all white. On his right foot, sends it over towards the left-hand side. Boyce is trying to get underneath this, but as it comes down, Dummigan chips it up, settles at the feet of Boyce. In comes the sliding tackle on the right-hand side from the right-back Pastor. The diminutive right-back tries to force the ball forward, but it's sent back into the Sofia half. Here's Olyenka trying to find Barry Cotter, and does so successfully. Here's Olyenka once again on the right wing. Couple of step overs here from Cotter. Cotter trying to find his way through, coming across and making the block was Ivanov, and it's gone out now for a goal kick to Sofia. So goal kick taken short by Lapukov. Lapukov sent it to the left-hand side to Ivanov. Or sorry, that's Rodriguez. Lapukov bringing himself back in the game by receiving the ball outside the 18-yard box. Now over the right-hand side to Rodriguez. Forward to Pastor. But he's been dispossessed on that far side by Chapman. Chapman trying to invite Slevin into the play, but now the ball has gone out for a throw-in, which has already been taken. On the left-hand side now with Slevin. Backwards it goes. Dummigan touching it off now to Chapman. Chapman, per first touch, gets him into a bit of trouble, and as he slides, he gives away possession in midfield. Back it goes now to Ivanov. Coming in to make the challenge in the air was Connor Barr, but as the ball goes back into the midfield, it's now moving over in the defence over towards Rodriguez. The Argentinian squaring it off again to a centre-back partner. Back again with Lapukov. Long ball played down the left-hand side, all for the chase of the substitute, for Martino. Martino whips that one in the left back, aiming in the general direction of Godoy. Now Godoy wrestles the ball back, rolls it back in, takes a wicket deflection, and it goes out for a corner kick to CSKA Sofia. Electric atmosphere here at the ground, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you were trying to listen to our radio commentary during Derry 405's match down live, it was so overpowering you could barely hear Michael Keeley, but hopefully we'll hear from him in just a little while. We've got this corner kick being taken out by Sensi, the 30-year-old Italian international, who we all know won a Serie A title with Inter Milan. Could have also been part of the Euro 2020 squad, but got injured after selection before the tournament. He's going to take this corner kick on his right foot. Whoops it into the 18-yard box. It's headed out by the Derry City defence. But now here it is, and whipped back in again by Pastor. And in comes Barry Cotter, nick it away from the back post and cut it out for another corner kick.
Well, we did say, G, that they were going to be dangerous from set pieces, and so it's proved. So Derry have a lot of defending to do here. They've got their, right winger is going to go across, take this on the left-hand side. So it's going to be another in-swinger right on top of Brian Maher.
And here it comes short. Now it's played back outside the box, played on there by Martino. It's caught up in the crowd, but it's eventually smothered out by Derry City. Shot from distance, and it comes off the head. I think that was of Patrick McLean, and it's now back in the middle of the Derry City half. On the left wing now, trying to get forward with Sensi. As the ball goes back now to Martino. Coming all the way back and into the middle of the park. We must have had, no, sorry, it's not. It's Solé. Now it's with Martino. Solé now back in position. Very, very bright boots he's wearing here as he loses the ball to Barry Cotter. You'll definitely not miss those on a dark night, which it is actually gotten quite dark here now as well, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a lovely day in terms of weather. Free kick given against Derry City for a foul by Olienka, and that's going to be a free kick midway, well, that's not even midway into the half, but about 15 yards away from the halfway line. So it's been taken very quickly, switched from the left to the right. The chase now is on for Pastor. Pastor does really well to gain possession. Pastor trying to show the ball off, runs to the goal line, and a sliding interception comes in. They put the ball out for another corner kick. Very dangerous, these wing-backs.
They are. In fact, it's not even wing-backs, because it's a back four, but they absolutely push on. You've got Pastor on the right-hand side, Martino on the left-hand side. But I have to say, in fairness to Rob Slevin there, I mean, he was kind of skinned a little bit, but he did very well to get back. But they've taken this corner to the edge of the box.
Pastor's at the edge of the box, sends it back to the taker, Sensi. Sensi's attempt to cross is put out. Now we're over on the left-hand side. Trying to shake off the Derry City defence's Godoy as he plays the cross in. It's headed off to the side of the 18-yard box, but stepping in is Cameron Dummigan, who's been pulled back. Or sorry, that's Connor Barr, but he's now been dispossessed. Now we're going down the left-hand side once again. Godoy tried to play in the overlap and run, but he and his teammate were not on the same wavelength as that was played through, and now it's gone all the way back to Brian Maher and goal. Chapman, to Dummigan, that's a poor touch, and now here comes CSKA turning over the Derry City possession, but now it's fed all the way back here to Brian Maher. Here's Olienka, the Bar on the right-hand side. Boyce quickly touching it out here to Cotter, but the road ball rolls out for another throw-in, the CSKA Sofia.
That was a bit of a shame, because if that had come off, Cotter would have a lot of space in front of him. But unfortunately, it's CSKA in possession again.
Going forward now.
That's Solé there, but it's been intercepted there by Cameron Dummigan and out for a throw-in.
So throw-in to be taken on this left-hand side. Always good to see that the thrower's got some kind of hand injury, you know, but he still gets a bit of distance when he throws it back there. There's Martino. It's with Ivanov, the 22-year-old Bulgarian international. Pastor. Back again to Ivanov. Rodriguez. Now in possession in the left-hand side with Martino just inside the Derry City half. Rolling it back into the Sofia half now towards Sensei. Touched on, moved over towards the right-hand side. I don't actually have the number 10 down. Did he come on as a sub? Must have to check out one out there, Michael.
I'll certainly do that. There certainly was a number 10. There may have been a substitution at half-time. And
but it's played forward anyway. Now it's Pitas who scored the first goal for Sofia. Plenty of space to attack. He's got numbers to left, to right. He goes to the right. Pastor in the 18-yard box. Rolls it, and Pitas gets at the end of the cross. It's a disaster for Derry City as he scores his second goal of the night. And Derry put wide open by that run down through the middle.
It was. They were absolutely cut out. Again, it's the flanks. Again, it's down the sides, and then played well in at the side. And it's, I think it was Martino coming in off his flank and putting it away. So in actually, it's Pitas getting his second goal of the game. He got one in the first half following a set piece, and he did that. But they worked it down well down the right-hand side. Derry City now have it all to do. It's 3-1 here between CSKA and Derry City. I see that Christy Grogan, the new player, is kind of putting encouragement onto that. But really, the pressure was kind of immense on Derry City at the start of that first half. Started the second half rather. They were coming at them in absolute droves down the side. And the other thing I think that they did was you could just see that the tempo was going up. And up and up and up, and they were just sort of flying ahead there. So, but you had again, you've got their kind of left winger, Pitas, the Cypriot international, coming in off his flank into the box, meeting the low cross, and Brian Marr had absolutely no chance whatsoever.
So Marr has got the ball now, and he's shifted it over here to the right-hand side to Barr, who's taking a bit of time to control it. Olyanka trying to find Barr again, but that's going out for a throw-in. Derry City heads seem to have dropped a little bit, but I can see Tiernan Lynch there caught in a lonely figure at the edge of his technical box. Thrown backwards again in the central defence, and now moved over the right-hand side to Pastor, who made that cross into the box for that third goal. Rodriguez, 26-year-old who impressed on loan here last season, now here permanently. De Sensei, back again now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez de Lapukov on his left foot, shifting it over towards the left-hand side. Up rises the left-back Martino, and as the ball now settles down, charging through the middle, and a shot coming into from Sole, and the ball goes wide. Derry City still trading here by 3-1.
And I think just to clarify, because we were making that base here, I don't think a substitution has been made. We thought that there might have been one at half-time by CSKA, but no, it's the same starting 11 for CSKA and the same starting 11 for Derry City. But as I said, the volume here, I do have to say, for a bowl of a stadium without a roof on 3/4 of it, the noise is absolutely immense here.
Goal kick eventually taken, comes back in. That's a lovely bit of control there from the number 6 Sensei. Sorry, that's not Sensei, that's Jordao, who scored a fantastic goal in the first half. Rodriguez, the Sensei. Slowly bringing it out before moving it out to the left-hand side. It was Rodriguez, and now here's Sensei receiving it again from Sule. Long ball moved over, switching to the right-hand side. Pastor does very well to keep that in, but the ball's travelled back about 30 or 40 yards, and no one pressing up on the defence from the Derry City end to try and gain control of it. Sensei sending it over the left-hand side. Going on a sprint now is Rodriguez. On his left foot, tries to play a through ball. That's a brilliant sliding interception coming in from Grogan. They put it out here for a throw-in on the near left-hand side. Martino takes it, controlled. Passes it back again. Ball played forward, cut out by Conor Barr. Barr plays it back up again, gathered up by the towering Rodriguez. Back to Lapukov. Forward ball played on now to the number 14 Ivanov. Pastor controls with his right foot, moves it in towards the centre. Turning it away was Jordao. Forward on again, here comes Sofia down the left-hand side. Martino trying to go on a foot race here at Connor wins with the sliding tackle. It's gone out for a throw-in, but there are calls here for a free kick, which is not going to be entertained.
No, it wasn't a free kick, but I mean, Connor absolutely had to get that right, because if he didn't, it was outside the box, but I mean, we would have seen, I suspect, the first yellow card of the game, but it was really a very, very good challenge by Connor. We're just seeing it on the replay here, and he kind of puts it out, but and as you can see, 57 minutes gone, Derry City still trailing by 3-1.
This simulcast brought to you by Solid Sport and Drive 105's Match Night live on the radio. Glad you've joined us for our European night here, and I hope you were doing a European dance at least when Derry City had pulled back to 1-1, but it is all CSKA Sofia at the moment. Play back the left-hand side now to Rodriguez. Back in towards the centre. Played out to the left-hand side, and the attack is back on, but Conor Barr's been fouled in the process and trying to defend that, and it's gone out, so it's going to be a free kick to Derry City.
I mean, that was a bit silly there by Pitas, you know, because I don't think Conor was going anywhere, but anyway, it gives her a relieving free kick. I mean, Derry, I think the important thing is, obviously it would be great if Derry could get another goal back, but I think really at this stage the most important thing for Derry City is not to concede a fourth. I think Brian Marr is wondering who should be playing this time.
It's going to be a long free kick just outside the box from Brian Marr on his right foot. Marr sends it all the way into the Sofia half. Liam Boyce tries to turn away from the defender before challenging in the air, but it's headed off to the side by Rodriguez. Here's Sensei. He's going to switch the play again to Pastor, a nice wide pitch, and in acres of space, the number 2 is able to control it. Now it's back out again with Pastor, the number 2. Crossing into the Derry City half on the right wing. Now face to face with Rob Slevin, who stayed off him because he's got to keep a close eye on what's going on to the outside right position, but it's now switched to the left. Here's Soleil on the left wing. Backwards again to Martino. Soleil showing off the ball, inviting the challenge coming in, but the pitch in that area is a bit cut up, and I don't think it is the best position to try and be silky and try and tease Barry Cotter. Thrown by Martino, receives it back, bit of triangle passing here now with Pitas turning away. He shoots from distance, he's looking for that hat-trick, but that one, as Michael would often say, it was high, wide and handsome.
Yeah, no, but again I must say that was reasonably good defending, because Soleil is very dangerous, and Barry Cotter did very well, I think, to stick with him and play the ball out, because that's what Derry City are going to need. I mean, the worry we would have as well, you know, we've had a number of players here on this team who haven't played an awful lot of football, and the concern would be that the longer the match goes on, they may get a bit tired, notwithstanding the fact that this is actually CSKA's first competitive game of the season.
Thrown backwards, the Ivanov is being instructed to play it to his goalkeeper, tongue caught in my mouth here. He played it back to Lapukov, and now it's with Rodriguez. Back again with Ivanov. Ivanov forward into midfield possession. Turned over by Derry City as the chase is on now with Michael Duffy. Duffy's trying to control the ball, but as he goes to ground, he manages to get the pass off now. Chapman, who probably could have made a challenge on Pitas in the run into the midfield before the third goal was scored, playing in centre midfield. It's now back with Boyce, who touches it back towards Duffy, but that's gone beyond him, and now Sofia are just going to control this one in the back line. Martino back again to Rodriguez. Ivanov forward toward Pitas. Patrick McLean falls to ground after winning the ball, and as he does go to ground, the ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Jordeo out to Pastor. Jordeo back in possession again. Poor touch by Godoy, but it's gone through anyway. Now he receives it back. Martino on the Godoy, who seemed to have taken a misstep there. I thought he was actually about to pull up, but the tackle still comes on the side from Conor Barr, who concedes a throw in just in line with the penalty spot on the left wing.
The one thing that you can say is you can see between Jordao and Sensi, you can see why Sensi was an Italian international, because he's absolutely running that midfield at the minute. Back in the centre circle, only man not in the Derry half is the goalkeeper, as the ball's now played forward. Here's Pitas in behind the defence. He looked like he was offside, but play continues. Rolled out here to Martino. Martino attempts the cross, and it's head out inside the 18-yard box by, I believe that was Ellis Chapman. I was wondering if that actually had ended up with a goal, whether or not it would have ended up with our first VAR of the game, but because VAR hasn't intervened at all yet. They actually did have a check for the boys' goal. You know, they actually they did the line here on the TV, because I was up here trying to sort everything out.
But if you are just joining us on the TV, we have got our issue sorted out with the Bulgarian outside broadcast, but it's all going well now, hopefully. Hope you're enjoying the match. I hope you're enjoying your night as best you can, considering the current scoreline, which is CSKA Sofia 3, Derry City 1. In possession inside their own half, once again, is the number 8 Sensei. Into the middle, the Jordeo touches off brilliantly to Martino, who has been in fantastic form this second half. Forward it goes, Godoy trying to create the space to get the shot away. He does shoot, but it gets caught up in between Rob Sleppen's legs, or sorry, it's actually Grogan's legs, and it goes out then for a corner kick, and he is screaming at his teammates that they have to push out when those players are trying to come forward.
And Derry City are about to make a substitution. They're signing from a couple of days ago, and Nick Twist is going to come on, and he's going to replace Cameron Dummigan, who has been working very, very hard in midfield. You know, and he'd been out for quite a long time. Actually, I see some of the CSKA defender there, Ivanov, is actually pulling his cap there because it's their first competitive game of the season. But the one thing about this Team D, as you'll see, is they love the flanks.
They do indeed. And Sensei is going to take this one on his right foot. It's going to be an outswinger, I assume. Godoy's actually running in closer to the 6 yard box, but as the ball's played in, it's headed straight out. But the second ball's been picked up, and now Pastor puts it back in, headed up by Connor. Boyce jumped a wee bit sooner than he probably should have, but now it's been cleared away by Chapman. But a free kick has been given for a foul made on Liam Boyce.
Liam Boyce is very good at that. I mean, frankly, you're thinking most of the time that it's Boyce committing the free kick, but he often gets it. And he's been doing that all night. It's been a lonely place up there just on his own. But I suppose he at least got his European goal, so that was something.
Lovely, well-worked free kick by Derry City, but we have been treated to some beautiful goals in this fixture so far. It is 3-1. If you're just joining us, we're in the 65th minute here. This match brought to you on the radio by Luxor Bathrooms, Tiles and Design. Free kick taken, headed away by Jordeo. Now Derry have possession once again. It's with Duffy. Duffy racing down the left wing, gives it to Slevin, and again a poor touch by the defender as it was played to his right foot. He ended up dragging the ball out for a throw-in, the CSKA Sofia. A lot of Derry City fans being shown here on the TV, most of them on their mobile phones, texting home, probably asking about certain situations and the goals, but I haven't even seen how Bohemians have done tonight against St. Joseph's, and I haven't actually been keeping track of that. But the through ball played here as CSKA Sofia went to go on the attack, but it's been caught out by Grogan, who is on the ground. He's just run into Godoy, but he's just said sorry to the very tall centre forward playing tonight. Martino. Touch back by Pitas. Gadeo sending it back to Rodriguez. Centres it to Ivanov. Back again with Ivanov. Pastor. Playing the ball forward and through the midfield, but Derry City have closed all channels to stop the Reds from going through, so now it's back inside the Sofia half. Sent over to the left-hand side. Controlled by Sole. But then Derry City have turned over possession, calls for a free kick, but nothing given as Jordeo remains on the ground. Derry continue to pass it just inside the Sofia half. Chapman running on an angle, gets it to Duffy. Beautiful ball through. Boyce hits the shot and tucks it into the bottom corner. Another well-worked move, but the flag has gone up on this near side. No goal. It remains 3-1 to CSKA Sofia.
That was so beautifully worked out, because you had a great tackle by Twisk in midfield. I know they're looking for a free kick, but it wasn't. And then Derry City worked it all the way up. We're just seeing the tackle there from Twisk coming up again. Boyce picks it up, as I say. He swings it out now to Olienka, and Derry work it really well in midfield. Twisk gets it again, Duffy, and then Duffy flicks it, and Liam Boyce had just gone offside, which was an awful shame. Things are looking slightly better for one other League of Ireland team, because Bohemians have won 2-0 at home in their leg against in Dalymount Park against St. Joseph, who are the Gibraltar champions.
Delighted to see Jamie Stott putting on a shirt and coming in to come on as a sub. He has had a horrendous couple of weeks, and he has all our sympathy here on Drive 105's Match Night Live, as we have discussed on the radio programme in the past. But on the action now, Derry City are attacking on the left-hand side through Michael Duffy. Duffy goes on a sprint, whoops it into the 18-yard box along the ground, and Olyenka tried to get in the end of it, but it's been cut out by the defence, and it goes out for a corner kick right in front of the Derry City fans who are cheering on Michael Duffy to get this one in, and hopefully Derry City can pull one back. You can tell that we're very unbiased here in our commentary, where we ourselves are wishing for Derry City the score here tonight. So apologies to any English-speaking Sofia fans listening in. Corner kick comes in, Duffy plays it towards the back post, getting underneath it with Slevin, but he doesn't get the touch, and it goes straight out for a goal kick.
And as I say, does look as if Jamie Stott is going to come on. I imagine that might be for Christy Grogan, because I think he's been playing an awful lot of football recently. And but it was unfortunate because Slevin is good in the air, but he just couldn't get it away from that corner kick.
Martino, long ball straight down the middle, played forward by Barr. Duffy's been tripped, but still managed to get the pass away to Carter, but the referee's going to call back the free kick. So,
as I say, we're halfway through the second half, and it's still CSKA Sofia 3, Derry City 1. Derry City have had the ball twice in the net, both by Elaine Boyce. The last one just recently chalked off for offside. But Derry City work it out to their left-hand side, but the cross in, unfortunately, isn't a good one, and the ball goes out for a goal kick for CSKA.
That's an understatement there, Michael, to be honest with you. It was absolutely dreadful, but we're seeing a whole pile of these passes throughout the second half. I don't know if it's tired, I don't know if it's just how they've been training recently, but nothing's just coming off for Derry City at the moment.
No, there's also the fact whenever you spend a lot of time out of possession, whenever you do get into possession, the passes never seem to be quite as crisp. But it's back with the Sofia goalkeeper. He works it out to the left-hand side centre half, Rodriguez. He goes very long, and that's headed up in the air, though, by Christy Grogan, out towards Patrick McLean. He works it out now towards the left-hand side. McLean again, a lot of red shirts in front of him, plays it down towards Michael Duffy. Duffy steps over, unfortunately, from Michael Duffy's perspective, it just went a little bit too far, and CSKA are able to clear, but they only do so as far as Patrick McLean, who does well under real pressure there from Soleil. So Derry retain possession here to Grogan. Grogan's got Barry Cotter out on the right-hand side, plays it to Grogan. There is a free kick which was caused by Soleil, who'd come out from his left-hand flank and came across. And you can see, I think you're going to see it. So there's going to be changes here by the looks of things for CSKA as well. And coming on is going to be Joel Swartz by the looks of it. He's there. He's the number 10, the very large. And I don't know if they'll be probably taking off Gordoy. And we'll see who else is coming on. It's Jamie Stott is coming on, and Christy Grogan is going off, as we thought. So actually, there's not going to be changes by CSKA until the ball goes out of play again. But Derry City up on the left-hand side. Michael Duffy has it, has a chance to run, comes to the corner of the box, tries to flick it into a Derry City player in the box, but CSKA are able to play that away. And but it's a throw-in for Derry. It's thrown back quickly. The CSKA manager's going absolutely mad because he can't bring his subs on because Derry took the throw-in quickly, but the Kosovo referee has been insisting that that's what they do. So it's played to the edge of the box, though. It's picked up well by Olyenka. Moves it out towards Barry Cotter on the right-hand side. Cotter, good cross. Boyce isn't going to get it, though. It's going to break. Will it be kept in play? No, I think Derry City are quite happy to let that go. Lobstep and just let that go so it would go out. And the substitutions are now going to be made.
It was very clever too, because did you notice when Stott was taken on or put on for Grogan, they took the free kick immediately as well. They blocked the substitutions from happening. But it is going to happen now, and Godoy, who's actually had a very good second half since coming on, he's now going to be replaced. He's happy to say he's been very lively, but he had a moment here a few moments ago where it looked like he went over his ankle when he was chasing Barry Cotter to try and get at the end of the ball as it was rolling forward, and I don't think that he's actually settled into the game after that, so I think he'll appreciate the opportunity to sit down and recover.
So the substitutions that have taken place is that the forward Gordoy has gone off and he's been replaced by Joel Swartz, and Isaac Soleil has gone off and he's been replaced by Mohamed Brahimi. So Derry City with the throw-in now on the left-hand side, and they've decided to go short again. They throw it to Duffy at the edge of the box, but his pass back to Slevin is short, and because the CSKA player was going to get away, Slevin pulled him back, and that's going to be a free kick. I think remarkably there hasn't been a yellow card in this game.
I'll have to take your word for it. I didn't see the first half.
Anyway, it's back with the goalkeeper, Labutkov. He plays it out to the edge of the box to Rodriguez. Rodriguez chips it down the line, and that's well intercepted because Joel Schwartz is an absolutely huge man, 6'4" Dutch player who played against. He played against CSKA in the cup final, which is the reason they're in the Europa League this year. They beat Lokomotiv Plovdiv on penalties in the cup final, and but Schwartz was playing for their opponents in the cup final and actually scored one of the penalties, even though his team was defeated, and they just promptly brought him up in the close season. So Derry City have a free kick just inside their own half on the right-hand side. It's been taken quickly by Twisk, who plays it back now to Conor Barr, and Barr back to Marr. Marr surveys his options. Olienka looks for it, but that's over his head. But Liam Boyce might be able to hold it down, and he does. But unfortunately, he's still in the ground. Got in the way of Olienka, but he works it out towards Barry Cotter. Did a lovely step over and was a bit disappointed that he didn't get the ball back from James Olienka.
I don't think he was aware too that he got a throw in, because he was about to rub the head off Olienka verbally, and then he seen that the flag had gone up.
Throw-in is taken. It's played down to Michael Duffy, who's come more centrally. Twisk has it. Plays it back to Ellis Chapman, another of the new boys. But his ball forward is intercepted by Cincy. And the ball now breaks for Brahimi. But his first touch, that's his first touch in the game on, is the substitute isn't a particularly good one. And Derry City pick it up out on the left-hand side. They chip it down the line to Michael Duffy, who's working his heart off as he always does. But he's not going to pick up that ball, and it goes long up the line. But that's Derry City are under control and play it back to Marr, and Marr nearly played it a little bit too long. Liam Boyce looked to me to be offside, so I think that's why he didn't challenge for the ball there. But it breaks in midfield, and Twisk, who's been impressive since he came on, is now on the ball again. He's got Ellis Chapman in the centre circle. Chapman plays the ball back in the now with Conor Barr. And they work it out now to Barry Cotter. Tries to do a nutmeg, but Martino comes away with it. And Cotter is going to get booked, and that's the first booking of the second half.
Very, very tired tackle coming in from Barry Cotter, and
that's a yellow. I think it is a yellow.
It is a yellow card, and we'll see it here on the replay, obviously. But he lost possession, and he just did what he could, and that was just throw the leg in and hope that he could possibly get the ball back. But it was complete desperation, and I think that he was caught daydreaming basically on that right-hand side, and gives away possession once again.
Sensi takes the free kick, plays it in to the centre circle across to Ivanov, and Ivanov goes out to Pastor, who's been dangerous on that right flank all night. Back into the centre circle to Jordao, and Jordao spotted a run by Martino. The ball didn't reach him, but it's reached him now. It comes in low in the box. Derry City needed to be alert, and were alert. And I think that was Twisk, was it, or got it, or maybe Jamie Stott.
It was a very similar situation, but on the other side that led to the third goal. Derry have learned from their lessons and have conceded the throw-in.
Martino takes the throw, and it's picked up again by Sensi. Sensi certainly enjoying his first game for CSKA Sofia. And he has it again inside the centre circle, and he works it across to the centre half, Ivanov. Ivanov again out to the right-hand side, and this time it's with Brahimi. Mohamed Brahimi gets it back, tried to do a 1-2, but it breaks at the edge of the box. Another shot might come, another shot does come in, but it's wide. And that came in there just from Jordao, coming in just at the edge of the box outside of goals, and it was Sensi, apologies, and it was his shot, but it was well wide of Brian Marr's right hand post.
I'm sure he'd love to impress with a goal, because everything else he's done so far in this fixture has been excellent. You can see the wealth of experience that he's had. He's head and shoulders above most players on this pitch, and he's actually been a joy to watch.
Derry in possession through their talisman, Michael Duffy, out on the left-hand flank. Plays it further left out towards Slevin. Slevin close down by Sensi, and the ball is played out for actually must have come off Rob Slevin. It's gone out for a throw in. But one of the things that was interesting about Sensi in the first half, D, was that whenever Sofia were having difficulty, putting Derry under pressure, he moved right back in front of the back four so that he could start kind of, being the conductor of the orchestra.
You need that screen, you need that kind of player, but I'm going to let you go on here because there's an attack. Well, it's over now.
You see, I was much calmer than you, D. But Brian Maher's kick out isn't to anyone in particular. Martino tries to shield it. Olyanka goes in. A free kick is given. I think that's probably the right decision. The CSKA fans are, of course, shouting for a booking, but I don't think that was one.
No, I don't think so either. Free kick, yes. Foul, yes, but I wouldn't say it was a soft one, but he's going to have a word with him, the referee, and Olyanka has proven his case here. I think he might be one of the players, if they do make a change, that will probably come off. He looks a little bit tired here tonight, but I could say that about quite a few people on the pitch.
So it's Sensi for CSKA with the ball in midfield. Exchanges it with his midfield partner Jordao, who plays it back to the goalkeeper Laputkov. And now Rodriguez plays out to Sensi, just on the left-hand flank. He goes back to Rodriguez. Liam Boyce trying to put on a bit of a press. It's been a lonesome night for him, but he has, in fairness, put the ball in the net twice, but unfortunately for Derry City's perspective, the second one was correctly ruled out for offside. Ball is played long, but Patrick McLean just watches that go out. Etherton in the midfield into Nick Twist. Twist plays across to Conor Barr. And this will be a night that Conor Barr won't forget, his first European experience with Derry City. Brian Maher has it. Barry Cotter on the right-hand flank is looking for it. Christy Grogan jumped short, and that allowed to be played up the line. And it's headed on towards Michael Duffy. But Pastor is alert to that and comes away with the ball. And so we have 78, nearly 79 minutes gone here. Derry still trailing by 3-1. Pitas put CSKA ahead in the first half, equalised by the Derry City centre forward Liam Boyce, and then an absolute cracking goal scored by Jordao, the captain, and then another goal by Pitas early in the second half. But it's CSKA on the break here now through Pitas. Pitas plays it into the edge of the box. There's danger for Derry. A shot comes in. Well headed out there by Patrick McLean, because that could well have ended up in the top corner. It's played forward. Can Boyce make it? He can't. Pastor comes away with it. Is he fouled? He is. James Olyanka is distressed. Michael Duffy puts his hands on the hips. They're bound to be tired. They've been doing an enormous amount of chasing of the ball here against a team, frankly, stuffed with internationals. So it's not great, no great surprise that the Derry City players are sucking on diesel, as they would say. And
it was so easy in the build-up too, coming into the midfield, plenty of gaps, enough space out there that you could probably play 3 or 4 other teams on there, Michael. But Derry aren't pressing hard on the attackers, and it allowed the midfielder to cut in. So
Sensi chips it at the edge of the box of Broad, nearly tested down. That could have been danger, but it breaks at the end of the edge of the box for Jordao. Will Jordao shoot? He does, but that's well wide. And Brian Maher looked absolutely comfortable with that. Maher doing as usual, pretending not to know where the ball is, so they can try and buy a bit of time for Derry City. Conor Barr shows for it. Jamie Stott is inside the penalty area. As Dee was saying, it's good to see Jamie Stott back in a Derry City jersey after a very, very difficult few months. Maher has it. The Kosovo referee is doing the countdown. They place it out to Patrick McLean. He's got a bit of space. He plays it forward up the line. Michael Duffy again. Duffy turns. He's got Rob Slevin outside him, but it's played off the CSKA defender and out for a throw in. And sorry, the referee's whistle was going down. I didn't know there was going to be another. I think there are going to be more movement for Derry City. James McLean is going to come on for, well, I was going to say the Candy Stripes, but that's not the colours they're in tonight. But Derry working down the left. Slevin does well. I thought the ball might have gone out. Sensi makes a bit of a horse mess of that, and Slevin does very, very well, plays it off him and gets a corner.
I can't believe that turned out the way it was. I was thinking in my head, God, Slevin's had a bit of a nightmare here, but he has somehow managed to show the resilience to get in there to make the challenge and win that corner kick.
No, and when you think that this is his first full game back, and God knows how long, you know, I mean, he's been out injured, but it means that Michael Duffy has an opportunity to put the ball in the box. After 81 minutes, could Derry City pull a goal back? Duffy in right, keeper flaps and the referee gives a foul. It would be fair to say that Tiernan Lynch did not agree with that decision.
I could see for him his arms. I don't want to see what he was actually saying at the time too, but I could see it was a foul the moment he stepped out from off his line. But let's be honest, goalkeepers are a protected species in football, so even if you look at them sideways, they end up getting a free kick.
So James McLean is coming on for Rob Stephen. I'd imagine that will be a sort of straight swap with McLean taking up that kind of left wing back position.
I imagine that'll be the case too. He doesn't look comfortable already going on there. You can see him favouring that right leg as he makes his way over to the left hand side. Hopefully he can get some involvement in the remainder of this fixture, because we are now in the 83rd minute.
The ball is with Brian Marr. Marr plays it into midfield toward Twisk. Oh, that's foolish, and it breaks now for Sensi, who looks for a free kick, but that was never a free kick as well. And Olienka helps Twisk. Twisk makes up for his mistake, and Olienka has it. Conor Barr has it, chips it forward. He didn't have a lot of options. Martino comes in to pick it, but his forward pass is intercepted by the young Derry man. Derry have a chance of a break here if Michael Duffy can make it. He just can't quite do it past Orders well. But Patrick McLean comes into midfield, chips it to Liam Boyce. Boyce has got space. Olienka is busting a gut to try and get into the box. Boyce comes. Boyce is going to have a shoot. Step over. Has a shot. And it's deflected and just goes wide. That could have gone anywhere, D.
He saw his name in lights and got blinded. A little step over to create the space. Maybe got a little bit of luck to get into the 18-yard box. But I thought the strike was on. I thought the goal was on. But it was a key deflection there to lead to this corner kick. It still remains 3-1.
But Olienka's run really helped him, because he took away the defender. And that meant, because Olienka had taken that, gave him the opportunity to do it.
To be honest, seeing the replay here, the actual shot itself looked like it was going to end up the far corner flag from where we're taking this one.
Who's going to take this corner kick? James McLean and Michael Duffy are over it. McLean has decided to leave it to the Derry City captain. So it's going to be a right-footed in-swinger, unless Michael Duffy makes a liar of me and plays it short to McLean. But McLean goes away. So Duffy has it. The referee is explaining the rules, which I always find a little bit weird. So Michael Duffy is going to take it. 83 minutes gone. What a great time this will be for Derry City to get a goal back. It's crossing. It's a good cross. Breaks at the edge of the box. Shot from James McLean. Makes an absolute mess of it. He's just on, in fairness to him. Ball breaks at the halfway line to the sweeper keeper, Brian Marr. Marr sees it. Discretion is a better part of safety. Plays the ball high up in the air and breaks for Derry City. Conor Barr is there. I think that the Sensi had gone down, and I think, apologies, it was Brahimi had gone down, and I think the CSKA fans were looking for it to be stopped for a head injury, but as it happened, the ball was played out, and it's going to be a throw in, and I think the Kosovo ref is explaining that, and so there's now going to be another substitution for CSKA, and coming on for CSKA is going to be their number 77, and he is Alejandro Petriata. So he's a Colombian winger who's going to be playing the left-hand side. Swartz has it, does a little bit back heel. Martino has it in space, and he's got the substitute just on his right-hand side. Ignores him. He plays it in towards Swartz, who looked to me to be offside, and up the flag goes.
Very late with the flag there, but we could see it from here. He was about 3 or 4 yards off, and no matter what, I think VAR would have intervened. And just for the benefit of anybody who didn't see the TV, whenever Patrick McLean couldn't get at the end of his brother's pass, you didn't need a lip reader to tell you what he was shouting at him.
Conor Barr has it, coming up towards the halfway line, plays it across to Jamie Stott. Stott has a bit of time, and no significant press from CSKA, because of course they're winning by 3-1, and we're in the 85th minute here. It's worked out towards Conor Barr. Conor has to run over towards the right flank. There isn't an awful lot of movement in front of us, so he's back to Stott. And Conor Barr again. Barry Cotter did a little bit of a shimmy, but he's ignored, so goes infield to Olienka to Twisk, who's looked good since he's come on, plays it out towards the right hand side for Patrick McLean. He plays it into Olienka might get past the tackle, might get a shot away, does get a shot away, but unfortunately from a really good position that goes well wide, but that was a decent chance, D.
Tiernan Lynch had his head in his hands there. He thought that something was going to happen here, but as you see yourself, he cuts in across from the 18-yard box and tries to hit the shot. We already seen him score 1 goal this season against Bohemians. He's not going to add that tie tonight. There's a very, very, very poor effort.
Goal kick. Jamie Stott needs to be careful with Swartz coming in on top of him, but breaks his header forward to James McLean. McLean just inside the centre circle, plays it across to his brother. So Patrick O'Sherry's got Michael Duffy outside and plays a short ball infield to Twisk and back to Conor Barr. Barr up towards the halfway line. Again, he's now kind of closed down by Pitas, scorer of 2 goals in the night. Plays it back towards Stott, and I see someone in the. So Marr has it, and you do wonder if Derry City just want to see if they could get a goal back, or whether they feel that maybe 3-1 is possibly as good as they're going to get tonight. But Ellis Chapman has it in midfield, plays it to Boyce, who's dropped short. Back to the former Shelburne player, he plays it called Twisk, who joined Derry from AZ Alkmaar during the week. He flicks it out towards Olienka and now plays it out towards Barry Cotter. Cotter back to Twisk. Twisk to Michael Duffy, who's coming off his usual left flank, back to Twisk. He plays a good ball forward towards Olienka between the lines and then work it out towards Cotter. Cotter back towards Twisk. Run from Michael Duffy, but he plays it to Olienka. Olienka turns well, plays it to Duffy at the edge of the box, and now out towards Cotter. Can Cotter get a good cross in? And he steps it over, plays it in his right hand pass, coming into the back post, and the Derry City, and pulling his goal back. It's 3-2 coming in, and the scorer is James Olienka, who you said a minute or two ago wasn't going to get a second goal this season.
Well, I'm delighted that he has. I actually thought the chance was gone whenever Barry Cotter had changed from his right to his left foot as he got the cross in. Comes in very, very deep, and it's not dealt with well at all by the CSKA Sofia defence. You can see over on the far side here in the TV, we've got the smoke bombs being lit, but on the replay, as I mentioned, Barry Cotter going down the right hand side, looked like he was going to wind it up the cross, pulls it away, and as he gets into the back post, it's just headed across, and standing acres of space was all he got. He couldn't miss it away. All he had to do was pick a spot.
Well, the cross, the header back in was a particularly good one as well. Yeah, it was Patrick McLean came in at the back post, headed it in, and James Olienka was running back to the halfway line after scored the goal, and it looked like he had absolutely no oxygen in his chest at all. But Derry City have managed to bring this back to 3-2, and frankly, Dee, that's a result we probably would have taken.
I'd have took in your hand and your arm and every other limb he would have offered me for that, and it makes things interesting now when we go to the match next week, which will be live obviously on Drive 105 from 6:30 kickoff, the second leg, but we'll be starting somewhere around 6.
So it is an early kickoff. It was an early kickoff again for Bohemians, the other League of Ireland team in action tonight. There was a slightly weird moment there because Michael Duffy had played the ball too high for James McLean, who caught it. And I think there was a concern. They were saying, well, it should be a free kick. But in fact, I think McLean was behind the line, and that's the very point that is being made. No, it actually has given the free kick. I'm surprised he wasn't booked then. It was a deliberate handball, but CSKA have it here, and we're coming up to the 90th. We're in the 90th minute here, and whenever we see the fourth official's board go up, we'll let you know how long there is to go. The second half substitute comes forward, the Colombian winger, but he loses out, Pedro Riata, and there's going to be 4 minutes of additional time. Thank God there aren't hydration breaks in these games. So it's back with Marr. Marr's been closed down, so he decides to go long, but that's a bit aimless. Martino is, I think, just going to let the ball go out for a throw-in. He's handed the ball now by the ball boy. Martino throws the ball down the line in the direction of Pitas. Conor Barr, young player, but showing lots of noose there. Plays it into midfield now towards Ellis Chapman. Chapman to Duffy. Duffy out towards James McLean on the left-hand flank. Derry City weirdly finishing the stronger here. Ellis Chapman has it in midfield. Barry Cotter makes a run down the right-hand side, but they decide to go back to Jamie Stott. Stott across Patrick McLean, who did very well to head that ball back in for James Olienka. Olienka on the ball, but his pass isn't a good one, and it's now there's an absolute bombing down the side. Is Pedretta, but there's actually a free kick that's going to be given, but this is not the time for Derry City to be giving the ball away.
And so cheaply too. Twisk, when it was passed back to him, just, I don't know what was going on here. He was caught flat-footed, and he was in plenty of space and had plenty of time to try and receive the ball, but he just stood still. He should have took a step forward, 2 steps forward, and controlled it, and Derry now almost ended up in trouble as a result.
So it's worked out to Pastor on the right-hand flank. He goes back to Ivanov, and Ivanov gets the ball back then again from Rodriguez, his centre-half partner. They play short to Jordao, the captain. Jordoy decides that the left flank is where they're going to go, so he plays it to Martino, the former Newell's old boy, Argentinian. Barry Cotter buys a foul. That's one where he sent it off with a stamped addressed envelope and asked for it. And but just while we had the break and play, so Martino started with Newell's old boys. Can you name any players who played for Newell's old boys?
Diego Maradona,
Mauricio Pochettino, but Gabriel Batistuta, Gabriel Heinze. So it's Mar now with the long ball. Liam Boyce is under it. Boyce has worked very hard all night, and but it's worked forward by CSKA through the Colombian winger, and a tackle goes in from Barry Cotter. That should be a throw for Derry City, and Cotter does look to be labouring a little bit after that last free kick.
After that 50-50 as well, it seems like his ankles are under a little bit of stress, but he's going to continue on because we only have a few minutes. Actually, he's now stopped, as I say that, to check the ankle, but we're back in play here in Derry City, are trying to turn this into an attack.
So Derry have it out on the left-hand side, but James McLean loses out. And there's a break here. We've got Swartz in the middle. Derry City are very sparse here. There's a lot of red shirts. They're coming in at the back post, and there's an overhead attempt. But quite frankly, I think they monstered that. That should have been gone in hard and low, and Pitas would have had a chance. He didn't really have any great chance with that. But again, you could see the extent to which James McLean was labouring when he was trying to get back to get the ball off Brahimi, having lost it. No,
you're correct about the delivery of the ball. He lofted it in when it needed to be zipped. It needed a bit more pace behind it, and it needed to go across, similar to how they scored their third goal. But again, the delivery never came off, and then try the acrobatics like that. I know obviously he isn't going to get the power in the header, so he has to try and do something with the feet.
But it's still CSKA in possession here. Derry City need to see out the additional time without losing anything else. The CSKA manager is encouraging his players to come forward, and Martino has it. He plays it down the line, and there is space. And Christy Grogan is absolutely out on his feet and can't get across there, so it's played into the box. And now it's got down back to Martino. Martino has a chance, didn't shoot, tried to play it low. The ball's still in play, it's now gone out. They've decided to go for the corner. Do they have time to take it? Because we must be very near the end of the 40 minutes. In fact, they don't have time to take it. And Derry City come away from Sofia with what is a really very, very good result in the circumstances.
I think whenever we analyse this game afterwards, I think Tiernan Lynch is going to be really upset about the quality of the goals that we conceded. Especially considering that one of them, and being the third, Ellis Chapman probably could have got the challenge, and as everybody was he was the nearest man, the midfielder who played the ball through, but he laboured in his efforts to try and do it, and the ball went through, and that was all she wrote in that sense. But the corner kick in particular, all marked, stand at the back post, plenty of time to bring it down and catch it in the half volley and put it in beyond that. But we will take comfort, obviously, that 2 goals have been scored to take back to the Brandywell. Liam Boyce's one was a fantastic, well-worked free kick effort. I know you were giving it a bit of grief on the radio about how bad it looked, how the actual strike was taken. But I thought that the play by Michael Duffy was excellent. That went through the defence, and all he had to do was turn and hit the shot. And all Yanka, after the commentator's curse, saying that I wasn't expecting him to get a second goal, and a few minutes later he goes and gets it. I think that header across from Patrick McLean is what actually it makes the goal. It keeps it in play, it keeps things going, and then the awareness there of Yanka, then they reacted and headed in. A lot of people, as you know, we were talking to Michael coming into the game. There wasn't high hopes from a lot of people. I think Adrian McGowan in particular, in one of the interviews that I did, had said that as long as we bring something back to the Brandywell and they fight for everything and they do what they can, they've done what they can, they're going to take it home. And hopefully it'll be another positive, a much more positive result in the Brandywell next week.
No, and the other thing that we mustn't forget, I mean, look, I know it was offside, but I mean, Boyce did have the ball in the net as well, and it was correctly ruled out for offside. But defensively, they don't necessarily look that great.
No, they don't. They've controlled it in terms of possession around the back.
The midfield looked very good, but defensively, I think if you could put a bit of pressure on them.
I don't think we've pressed up enough on them throughout this fixture, if I'm completely honest with you. Liam Boyce, for much of the game, was cutting a lonely figure up there. There was no support. There was nothing getting up there. Sometimes I find that on the ball, whenever we're trying to attack, there's not much of a formation in trying to press up and trying to. Everybody's mixed around. it's like it's spilled water on a desk. You know, it's not going to form anything in particular except a massive mess, and that's sometimes what we look like whenever we're going up in terms. There's no options to the left and the right. But as I say, we've now seen what they're like. This was their first game, their first competitive game of the season. We've got a better look at them. After it's all analysed and it's all looked at, maybe a better plan can be put in place for the Brandywell, but they'll be saying the exact same thing about Derry City, and I reckon that CSKA Sofia in the change room tonight will be absolutely fuming that they give away that late goal.
Yeah, well, the Derry City players have gone over to celebrate in front of the Derry City fans who do look genuinely pleased. At the other end of the ground, in front of the ultras, the CSKA players are all there doing their kind of end of game thing. I'd like to thank Dee Curran. We apologise again for the technical issues that we were having in Bulgaria for the entire of the first half. I'm sorry that you couldn't hear us. But hopefully at least we got it fixed for the second half. Dee is going to go down now to do a couple of interviews, and they're going to be up on the Drive 105 socials. So if you want to hear what the Derry City players, the Derry City management and the Derry City staff thought of this result tonight in the Vasilevsky Stadium, you'll hear all of that on Drive 105 on all of their social media accounts. I'd like to thank Dee, I'd like to thank Solid Sport, I'd like to thank Luxor Bathroom Styles and Design, who sponsor our radio coverage, and hopefully you'll all be there either in person or listening on the radio next Thursday night for the return leg in this Europa League game.
После. Само Марти да каже, като сме ние. Не го чувам.
I don't know Bulgarian, so I presume it's English. Yeah.
Първият отзив, който ще получим от националния стадион Васил Левски от състава на гостите от Дери Сити, техния наставник Тиернан Линч е при нас. Mr. Lynch, first of all, how did you saw the game against the team of CSKA? Your team is currently in the season. For CSKA is the first match physically. How was the game?
Listen, we knew CSKA were going to be a good side. We knew there a lot of talent in the team. We knew there was a team that would keep the ball, and our big thing was to try and grow into the game. And I thought second half we were much better. Very disappointed in the goals that we conceded. But I thought we got stronger as the game went on, and still probably all to play for.
Were you surprised by the team tactics of CSKA? They played against you with 4 midfielders. They didn't play like that in last season.
Yeah, listen, we obviously they played with 2 centre forwards and got an element of a diamond in midfield. And as I said, they're a good side. They've good footballers to keep the ball well. But from our end, as I say, as the game went on, we were delighted. I thought we got stronger. A goal that was offside, which from what we've seen is very, very tight, and I'd like to see again. So as I said, it was an enjoyable game, a good atmosphere. The crowd were excellent tonight, and it was a game that we enjoyed.
Just one goal difference between the two teams, and now a game in your place. So what are the chances for Derry City?
Listen, we'll try and get tonight over. We'll go back and we'll look at the game. We'll look at the things that areas we could have been better, areas where we've done really well, and we'll get a game plan for next Thursday night.
And finally, we saw that you had an earplug during the game. Who did you talk to, and did you get the information that you want?
No, I was talking to my wife at home just to make sure the kids were in bed.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Прекъсва, да, но се получи. Още малко ще ви подосаждам, но до мен е голмайстор на ЦСКА в днешния ден. Човекът отбелязва 2 попадения за армейците. Йоанис Питас, един от най-силно представителите са футболисти на ЦСКА. Йоанис, first of all, a long time for CSKA without a game in the Europe competitions. A lot of fans, a good game and a win. How did you saw the game?
Yeah, we know how important was the game today. CSKA needs to be in Europe, and it's a long time they are not in Europe. So now we are back to Europe and we are back to stay. We know it's the first game after preparation. We don't have the rhythm, but we keep the win and we go next week to finish the job.
After your second goal, when the result was 3-1, CSKA had the momentum. You created a lot of chances, but then came the goal for Derry City. How disappointing was this moment for you? Because it seemed like you can get more result, a bigger result than this.
Yeah, I'm sure that we could get a bigger result today, but you know, it's moments in football, and I think we lose our focus in 2 situations and we receive 2 goals. So now the score is close and we need to go in 1 week in Ireland to finish the job. This is football.
You personally scored your 6th and 7th goal in European competitions. Are these goals sweeter for you?
No, every goal is the same, but I'm happy that I scored the goals. I'm happy that I scored in Europe. It's very important for the team, and I'm really happy that today I managed to score.
More luck next time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Добре. Над 1000 дни чакане за ЦСКА отново да бъде в Европа. Направи го по най-добрия начин с победа, но дали Христо Янев е доволен от резултата преди реванша срещу Дери Сити, разбираме сега. Господин Янев, много интересен двубой, попадения през първата част, 2 изключително красиви гола за ЦСКА, през втората пък доминация. Какво взимате от този двубой, след като в даден момент изглеждаше сякаш резултата може да набъбне във ваша полза, но все пак разликата е само един гол?
Взимаме всичко хубаво от този матч и ще поработим върху това, което ни удовлетворява. Трябва да наблегнем на нещата, които наистина бяха добри. Имаше много настроение в играта ни, голямо притежание на топката, имаме 17 удара към противниковата врата, вкарахме много красиви голове и това са неща, които няма как с лека ръка да ги пренебрегнем. Имаме, разбира се, и детали върху играта, които трябва да поработим, но имаме 5-6 дена, в които ще отделим внимание на всичко това, което ни харесва и ще направим така, че да го превърнем в нещо, което да използваме по-напред.
Първи мач за ЦСКА през сезона, докато Дери Сити е в разгара на своята кампания. Това отрази ли се чисто физическия сблъсък, защото видяхме, че опонентът е тим, който разчита на физиката?
Разбира се, това е предимство, което никой от този момент не обръща внимание. Те играят в разгара на първенството си, но ние по никакъв начин не отстъпихме физически, трябва да бъда честен. Контрол на топката, който имахме в по-голяма част от матча, не даваше свободата да се движиме много по терена и да затрудняваме противника. Те ни предложиха много нисък блок, 10 човека зад линията на топката, но в крайна сметка това са част от нещата, с които ние трябва да се справим и това си е наш проблем. От тук нататък как ще намираме път към противниковите врати.
Ако позволите да обърнем поглед върху третото попадение на ЦСКА, защото то стартира от Лапулхов, директен прас през центъра, Питас разви атаката, след това подаване от Пастор към Питас. Общо взето, това ли искате да виждате като скорост, динамика, комбинация? Всички
ние работим именно за това ЦСКА да играе добър, атрактивен, красив футбол, атакуваш, да вкарваме гола и да организираме добри атаки. Днеска вкарахме 3 много хубави гола и това е нещо, което тук нататък трябва да заложим като идея в нашия стил на игра. Видях много настроение по трибуните, благодаря за подкрепата на всички, които бяха дошли на стадиона, направиха наистина този ден специален. Имаме на първо време да обърнем внимание на това, което допуснахме като грешки и оттам насетне се подготвим достатъчно добре за втория матч.
Авансът е само едно попадение, но това, че се запознахте вече още по-детайлно и с опонента, това, че видяхте вашата игра, дава ли ви увереността, че ЦСКА ще продължи към следващия кръг?
Разбира се, ние знаем какви качества имаме като футболисти, като индивидуалност, като отбор. Трябва повече да вярваме в това, което можем, да търсим това, което сме добри и да продължим да натискаме във втория матч. От гледна точка на това, какви резултати бяха в този кръг в турнирите, мога да кажа, че не съм изненадан от равностойния матч. Въпросът е ние как по най-добрия начин ще намерим път за да продължим напред.
И финално вчера казахте, че за вас участие с ЦСКА в Европа е мечта. Сбъднахте ли я днес? Как се почувствахте?
Сбъднах една моя мечта. Искам да играем много мачове в Европа, да радваме много хората, които обичат ЦСКА и в крайна сметка да оправдаем всичките средства, които клуба влага за това ние да бъдем добър отбор.
Ние ви го пожелаваме. Благодаря.
Благодаря ви много. Всичко добро на вас.